Hello and proclamation, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to talk about how I used Davinci Resolve Free for the first time. I wanted to use it for this music video I put together. I used Movavi 2023, but it's the personal version, and Movavi does make an exception that you can monetize on YouTube using their editor, but at any time that can change, and if it changed, then it can really screw you up if you start monetizing on YouTube and Movavi goes, no, we don't do that anymore. I'm not saying that they're going to do that, but you never know about companies. And so I decided that it was time for me to find perhaps something else. I like Movavi. I am a big fan of theirs. I don't like 2025 because when you go into editing, and this third part down here is editing, you can see all my different pieces. With Movavi 2025, you got the beginning of the video, but the rest of it is like a strip of purple. And I don't like that. I want to see it all out in the open. I want the whole track being shown because I do both the timeline and I do the screen and go back and forth. And especially when you're doing really tight editing. So this made it really easy for me to transition on over to Davinci Resolve. Now I've had this for some time, updated the version. I would look at it, but it would just feel intimidating. But I pushed myself to do it, and I'm glad because as time went on, it just got comfortable and easier. This here is supposed to be, it says cut, but I think this is the timeline portion because you have your media. That's all my different media. So it's going to look intimidating at first. But down on the bottom, and you can see it in OBS, you got your media. This is cut. I'm pretty sure this is the timeline thing. There's one in the timeline, and it just throws me off because you got all these blocks here, and I didn't deal with that most of the time. Most of the time, I deal with editing. After editing, you got Fusion, which is like special effects. See, here's the coloring I got from another editing program. I think it's like Luvia Pro 7, and this was their 4-season effect. And then in editing, when I went to get that effect, I went here on the left side, you got your fusion effect. I went CCTV. I spent a whole day filming all this part. I mean, this part with all the pictures and stuff was part of the initial idea, but I was actually going to have rows of pictures. But I went and bought black ink for my printer, and just the small amount of pictures I printed, I wiped out the whole ink, and I was broke. I couldn't buy any more ink. And the sticks were really cheap at Lowe's, really cheap. So I bought two really super long ones. They were like 10 feet long, and then cut them to the right portion. But overall, the filming looked okay. I used a Spectrum phone to record it, which is 1920 by 1080p, 30 frames per second. Overall, it came out okay. I just was looking at it and go, I don't know how to make this work. I went into prayer, and the Lord says, make it like a TV, black and white TV type of a contrast. And I went through all my different video programs. I couldn't really find quite the one for it. But when I threw that 4-season on from the one editor and then CCTV, put that on top of it, and that's what gave it this nice graded coloring. And when I edit in the CCTV, it has a text that comes with it. I wonder if I put it on it again. See, and then I put it on it, and on the right side here, it says effect. It went from video here to effects. It says CCTV. On the right side, it'll show recording. I wanted to keep that. It's actually showing the actual clip. And down below, a mob goes on a murder spree, and that will show up. Oh, it doesn't show up there. Let me undo that, and a mob goes on a murder spree. I wonder if it's gonna, that's not how it's supposed to look. Something has changed here. This here is supposed to be in a black box, and it's over the video. So I don't know why it's doing that. Let's see. Something must have changed, but this isn't the way it's supposed to be. This here is actually in a black box over the screen. But I backed this up to save it, and then I realized I wanted to go through and showed you guys how I did the video, and it looks like it got messed up somehow. Well, if you watch the video, you'll see. Up on top of here is Texas. You can make text and stuff. There's titles and stuff and the words and stuff. If you use Davinci Resolve, you just want to just concentrate on the edit page. Any media that you need to put in, you just put it in this area here just to make it easy. That way you don't You don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about that. I really don't worry about that because you can see what different pieces are here. But see right here, haha. See right there, you can see the black, and then the letters are in white. That's what it looks like. And then you have the whole picture there. But why it looks like this on the right, I don't know. No. If you click on up here where you got your minutes and stuff, you can see social media broadcast. If you want to make shorts and stuff, this will do it. It does it really good. It'll do a 1-to-1. It'll do a 9-to-16 if you want a vertical. If you're doing a vertical. So this is the cut, but I didn't deal with that. The editing I deal with, you have this one here, which is Fusion. That's the special effects. You got this one here, which is colorization. This is music. Didn't have to deal too much with that. The music was made in Reaper. So the editing is number 3. Put out your lines. Now there is one thing that I need to bring out. Some things I didn't really need, but when I went to cut, it would cut my audio. So if I didn't want this, if I deleted it, it would delete that part of the audio underneath it. But the audio isn't a part of that. It's separate from everything. So what I did was I would take a piece and I would drag it up. And see, this here has that there. If you right click it and you come up here, it says enable disable clip. I would disable the clip and then it wouldn't be used. And when I would bring it up, I would have it on the main timeline. But like I said, it would cut the audio. So I would bring it up, and even if I cut it then, it would still cut the audio. So I just disable it. It would disable that track and any audio with it. Some of the effects have text, and that really helped me out. I mean, once I found CCTV, and I was set to go. Editing page, put all your medias there. Here's all your different effects. I don't know all the effects. I use the AVS video editor for zooming in, zooming out. I've had that program for a long time. Back in Windows 7, I had version, I think 7. They were updated to, I think, version 10. So I downloaded the version 10 installer of the programs, put in my key that was for version 7, and it worked. It's a very basic video editor, but for crop and zoom, it works really good because you'll see in my video where I go across. That was a video editor that I use. And then when you want to produce, you go to this last one, and this is where you got the screen on your left. You want to make sure that it's going to be for H.264. Right here, format MP4 264 native. Now the frame per rate, I do change that. I changed to 30 because that's what all the videos were filmed at. Editing profile, I left audio. And then preset, I have quality on high. And so the preset rate control is set for that high quality. What you do want to do when it comes to text, it has subtitle setting. You click that, format as a separate file. You do not want that. If you're putting text in your videos, you want to click that and do burn into video. And that will burn the text into the video. And then you would do the render queue, and then up here on your right top, it will show you the render queue, and you just render all. It's grayed out right there, but that's all you need to know. I don't have all the specific on DaVinci Resolve. This was my first one I've done. I'm trying to get ready for the next music video. So that's my video on DaVinci Resolve and using it for music and stuff. You want to make sure that you get it as good as you can in your recording software, and then you can just put it on your audio. But this is a really good software. I mean, I'd be working till like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning and stuff and just going for it, editing, chopping, because I was lining it up to the music and stuff, and it was just coming together and stuff. And it's been a lot of fun. You should try it. So that's my video, and I hope you have a great day and great night, and I'll see you in the next video.